Peekaboo Zoo! Hi everyone and welcome to the zoo! Today we're going to learn zoo animal names and sounds. I wonder what animals we'll run into first. Did you hear that? It sounded like an animal. Let's say peekaboo. Maybe he'll come out. 3, 2, 1. Peekaboo! What animal is that? It's an elephant! Elephants are one of the biggest animals that live on land. They use their long trunk to help pick up snacks and drink water. Elephants live in big families called herds. They have great memories and can remember friends and places for a long time. Look, there's a baby elephant and a mama elephant. Wow, did you hear that? It sounded like an animal. What animal is that? It's a tiger. Tigers have beautiful orange fur and black stripes. They're great hunters who can run very fast. Tigers are a type of cat, but they're much bigger than the cats we have at home. Tigers like to swim and play in water. Some tigers are white and black, while others are orange and black. Baby tigers are called cubs. Look, there's a white cub. Tigers can roar loudly, and you can hear them from very far away. Did you hear that? Let's say peekaboo. What animal is that? It's a monkey. Monkeys love climbing and swinging in trees. They often eat fruits, leaves, and sometimes insects. Monkeys live in groups called troops, or sometimes a barrel. Monkeys are very mischievous and love to play. Look, those monkeys are playing on a jeep. Some monkeys live in cold climates and love taking warm baths, just like you and me. Look, those monkeys are in the bath. It looks like there's an animal in there. What animal is that? It's a rhino. Rhinos have thick, tough skin that feels like a basketball. They have 1 or 2 horns on their noses. They like to eat grass and leaves. Even though they look big and heavy, they can run surprisingly fast. Baby rhinos are very playful and love running around. Rhinos can't see very well, but they have a great sense of smell. Smell you later. I wonder what animal's next. What animal is that? It's a bear! Bears can be big and furry, and some sleep for many months during winter. They eat berries, fish, insects, and sometimes honey. They have a strong sense of smell to help them find their favorite snacks. Baby bears are called cubs. There's a mama bear and her 3 cubs. I think there's an animal behind that door. What animal is that? It's a peacock. Peacocks are birds with big bright tail feathers that fan out like a rainbow. Only the boy peacocks have the colorful tail. The girls are called peahens. Peacocks use their pretty feathers to show off how great they are. Peacocks can make loud calls to communicate. Even with such big tails, peacocks can still fly, but not for very long. While peacocks are usually blue and green, some peacocks are white. Look, it's a white peacock. That one is so special. It looks like we're ready to go to the next spot in the zoo. I hope you're ready. Welcome to the Reptile House. Did you hear that? It sounds like an animal. I wonder what it could be. Maybe if we say peekaboo, he'll come out. Ready? Let's say peekaboo. 3, 2, 1. Peekaboo! What animal is that? It's a frog. Frogs start their lives as tiny tadpoles living in the water. When they grow up, they lose their tail and grow legs to hop on land. Isn't that amazing? Frogs have long, sticky tongues to catch bugs. They like wet places like small ponds and rivers. Frogs come in all sorts of colors. Some frogs are green and blend in with the plants, while other frogs have bright colors. Bye-bye, Mr. Frog. Let's see what's next. It seems like there's an animal in there. What animal is that? It's an alligator. Alligators live in swamps, rivers, and lakes. They love warm places. Alligators can float with just their eyes and nose above water to stay hidden. They're great at playing hide and seek. Even though they look slow, they are great swimmers and can move quickly in short bursts on land. Alligators lay eggs and protect their babies until they hatch. A baby alligator looks just like a big alligator, only smaller. Do you hear that? I think it's another animal. Let's find out what it is. What animal is that? It's a snake. Snakes have long, slender bodies and no legs. Some snakes live on land, while others live in water or trees. Snakes don't see very well and use their sense of smell to find things. That would be the weirdest game of hide and seek ever. They can smell the air using their tongues. Some snakes are venomous, but many are harmless and are great to have in the backyard because they keep the rats and mice away. Did you hear that? Let's say peekaboo. Maybe he'll come out. Are you ready? Peekaboo! What animal is that? It's a gecko. Geckos are small lizards with sticky toe pads that help them climb walls and ceilings. Just like Spider-Man, they often come out at night to look for snacks. They make chirping sounds to communicate with each other. If a gecko loses its tail, it can grow a new one. Geckos have big eyes that help them see in the dark. Look, he could lick his eye. Many people like having geckos around because they eat mosquitoes and other bugs. Geckos come in all sorts of colors too. Look at that one. It's green with red spots. That one's blue with orange spots. Bye-bye, Mr. Gecko. What's that? I bet it's another animal. I wonder which one it is. What animal is that? It's a tarantula. Tarantulas are big, hairy spiders. They often live in burrows in the ground. Tarantulas may look scary, but they're very shy. They prefer to hide during the day. Tarantulas are gentle, and some people even keep them as pets. But if you see one in the wild, don't pet it unless its owner says that it's okay. Now we're gonna go find animals that live near the water. There are lots of animals that live near the water. I wonder who we'll run into first. Let's leave the reptile house and go to the lagoon. It looks like there's an animal in there. If we say peekaboo, I bet he'll come out. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Peekaboo! What animal is that? It's a hippo. Hippopotamuses are large animals that love to spend time in rivers and lakes. They have big mouths, which they use to eat grass. Even though they look slow, hippos can run quickly on land and move very fast in the water. They're great swimmers and pretty good runners, even though they're big. Hippos stay in water during the day to keep cool and come out at night to graze on the land. Hippos can float or walk along the bottom of the river with their noses and eyes peeking above the surface. I think I see an animal. What animal is that? A flamingo! Flamingos are tall, pink birds with long legs and long necks. Flamingos stand on one leg to rest and stay warm. Brr, it's too cold for both feet. Better stand on one. They get their pink color from the food they eat, like shrimp. Flamingos are social birds, which means they have a lot of friends. Look how many friends they have. They live in large groups, and a group of flamingos is called a flamboyance. Look, a flamboyance of flamingos. Let's see what's next. Did you hear that? Let's say peekaboo. Maybe he'll come out. Peekaboo. What animal is that? It's a penguin. Penguins are birds that cannot fly, but they're excellent swimmers. They use their flippers to glide through the water and catch their favorite snacks. Most penguins live in cold places like Antarctica, but some like to live in warmer areas. That penguin lives on the beach. Penguins waddle on land and sometimes slide on their bellies. When penguins are cold, they huddle together in big groups. A group of penguins is called a colony or a waddle. When penguins walk, they waddle. When penguins are born, they can't swim yet. They're covered in fuzz. But as they get older, they lose their baby fuzz for sleek black feathers, and they can go swimming in the water. I wonder what animal's next. What do you think? What animal is that? It's a sea lion. Sea lions are marine animals that spend time on both the land and in the water. They have big flippers that can help them swim smoothly in the ocean and walk on land. Sea lions are playful and curious who can clap their flippers and bark. They often gather in large groups called colonies. They love to lay out in the sun together. Look, there's a baby sea lion. It's so cute. Sea lions can hold their breath for several minutes underwater while looking for snacks. What a good swimmer he is. Did you hear that? It sounded like an animal. Let's find out what it is. What animal is that? It's a manatee. Manatees are gentle, slow-moving creatures often called sea cows. Manatees eat seagrass, water plants, and sometimes algae. Manatees can be found in warm, shallow waters near coasts and rivers. They have to go to the surface to breathe the air, but they can stay underwater for several minutes at a time. Manatees are curious and calm, with paddle-like tails that help them glide through the water. Oh, look, it's a baby manatee. He came to say hi. That baby manatee is a good swimmer. All right, everyone, time to get in the Jeep. Welcome to the Savannah. Did you hear that? It sounded like there's an animal in there. Let's say peekaboo. Maybe he'll come out. 3, 2, 1. Peekaboo. What animal is that? It's a lion. Lions are big cats known as king of the jungle. They live in family groups called prides. Male lions have a big mane of hair around their neck, while females do not. There's a boy lion with his big mane, and there's a female lion. Lions rest and sleep for many hours during the day. Female lions hunt together, using teamwork to catch their snacks. Did you hear that? It sounded like an animal. What animal is that? It's a koala. Koalas are marsupials from Australia. They live in eucalyptus trees, and their favorite snack are eucalyptus leaves. Koalas sleep 18 to 20 hours a day because their food doesn't give them much energy. They love to take naps. Koalas have pouches for their babies, just like kangaroos. Did you know koalas have 2 thumbs on their front paws? 2 thumbs help them climb better. Wow, they're such good climbers. Shh, it's time for a nap, little one. Night-night, koala. We better let him sleep. Come on, let's find the next animal. We're finding so many animals on my checklist. I wonder who's next. What animal is that? It's a giraffe. Giraffes are the tallest land animal in the world. They use their long necks to reach leaves up high in the trees. Look, there's a baby giraffe. Giraffes use their long purple tongues to help them grab leaves. Leaves are their favorite snack. Giraffes' necks are so long, they have to bend down to get water. Look how they drink the water. Their spotted coats help them blend into the light and shadows on the savannah. Did you hear that? Let's say peekaboo. Peekaboo! What animal is that? It's a cheetah! Cheetahs are the fastest animal in the world. They have long legs and a flexible body that help them run really fast. Cheetahs use their spots as camouflage so they can hide in the tall grass. While mama cheetah is out getting food, baby cheetahs will hide in the grass and wait for mom to come back with their favorite snacks. While cheetahs can run really fast, it takes up a lot of energy, so they spend most of their day napping. Looks like that cheetah is running away. Bye-bye, cheetah. Did you hear that? It sounds like another animal. I wonder what it is. What animal is that? It's a zebra. Zebras have unique black and white stripes, and no 2 zebras are exactly the same. Their stripes help them hide in the tall grass and keep them safe. Zebras live in herds with all of their friends. A group of zebras is called a dazzle. Wow, a dazzle of zebras. Wow, we had so much fun going to the zoo today. We learned all sorts of animal names and got to hear lots of animals. I can't wait to go to the zoo again. Now we'll have to say bye-bye to all the animals. Bye-bye, animals. We'll see you next time. Peekaboo Farm, animal sounds for kids. Hi everyone and welcome to the farm. Did you hear that? It sounded like an animal. I wonder what's inside. Let's say peekaboo. Maybe he'll come out. 1, 2, 3. Peekaboo. What animal is that? It's a horse. A horse. It's a horse. I see a brown horse. There's a baby horse. The woman's riding the horse. There's something inside. Let's have a look. What animal is that? A pig. It's a pig. That pig's in the mud. There's some baby pigs. I see 3 little pigs. Look, that pig is black. I hear an animal. Peekaboo. What animal is that? It's a goat. A goat. Look, there's a little goat and a big goat. That goat is eating. Let's feed the goats. I see 1 goat. I see 2 goats. Look, there's something inside. I wonder what it is. What animal is that? It's a cow. A cow. That cow is black and white. I see a baby cow. There's the mommy cow. Let's feed the baby cows. They're drinking milk. What's that? What animal is that? It's a sheep. I hear a sheep. There's lots of sheep over there. Look, baby sheep. Those are lambs. I see lots of white sheep. We saw lots of animals in the barn. Now we'll go to the hay field. There's a truck. Let's go see the animals at the hay field. Do you hear that? There must be something in there. I hear an animal. I wonder what it is. Let's say peekaboo. 1, 2, 3. Peekaboo. What animal is that? It's a dog. Look, a dog is in the hay. I see 2 puppies, 2 baby dogs. There's a dog. I see another dog. Oh, look! There's something in there! What animal is that? A turkey! I see a turkey. I see 3 turkeys. A turkey is a big bird. There's something in there. What animal is that? It's a donkey. A donkey. Let's feed the donkey. The donkey's eating. The donkey's in the field. Look, there's an animal. I wonder what it is. What animal is that? It's a llama. Look, a llama. A mommy llama and a baby llama. I see 3 llamas. That llama is black and white. I hear an animal. What animal is that? It's a chicken. I see a chicken and 4 eggs. There's a baby chicken. That's called a chick. I see chickens. Let's go to the garden now. I bet we'll see lots of animals in the garden. I wonder if any will eat carrots. Let's find some vegetables. The garden. Huh, it sounds like there's an animal. I wonder what's in there. Let's say peekaboo. 1, 2, 3. Peekaboo! What animal is that? It's a rabbit. There's a rabbit in the garden. I see a little rabbit. There's a white rabbit. Wow, there's so many rabbits. Do you hear that? I wonder what that is. What animal is that? It's a mole. Wow, a mole. They live underground. That mole is digging. That mole is digging. It's a little black mole. Did you hear that? The puppy's digging something. I wonder what it is. What animal is that? It's a chipmunk. Look, a chipmunk. It's so little. That chipmunk is eating. He has a snack. Hi, chipmunk. I wonder what that is. What animal is that? It's a hedgehog. Look, a hedgehog. A hedgehog has little quills. Aww, it's so sweet. It's a little hedgehog. What is that? There's something near the carrots. Wow, what animal is that? It's a snake. A snake. I see a little snake. Whoa, that's a big snake. There's a green snake. I see a snake. What's that? Peekaboo. What animal is that? It's an armadillo. Wow, it's an armadillo. Now let's go to the flower garden. Something is in that bush. I wonder what it is. Let's say peekaboo. 1, 2, 3. Peekaboo. What animal is that? It's a hummingbird. A hummingbird drinks nectar. There's a hummingbird. That hummingbird is green and blue. I see a hummingbird. Oh, look. There's something in there. What animal is that? It's a butterfly. Wow, a butterfly. I see a blue butterfly. There's so many butterflies. Be gentle. There's something in that bush. What animal is that? It's a snail. A snail. A snail has a hard shell. I think I hear something. What animal is that? It's a spider. A spider. Wow! I see a spider in a web. There's a little spider. Hello, little spider. He's waving. Do you hear that? It sounds like an animal. What animal is that? It's a ladybug. A little red ladybug. Ladybugs have little wings. They can fly. That ladybug's drinking. I see 2 ladybugs. I wonder if something's in that bush. What animal is that? It's an ant. An ant. I see 2 red ants. Hi, ants. Wow. Oh, look. I see apples. We must be in the orchard now. Let's go to the orchard. The orchard has lots of apple trees at this farm. Shall we pick an apple? Let's go to the orchard. Did you hear that? Let's say peekaboo. 1, 2, 3. Peekaboo! What animal is that? It's a rooster. I hear a rooster. A rooster is a daddy chicken. There's a rooster. Do you hear something? It's in the orchard. What animal is that? It's a bat. Wow, the bat is upside down. I see 2 bats. Look, there's bats. Hi, bat. There's something in there. What animal is that? It's a squirrel. A squirrel. That squirrel has a snack. He's eating. I see a squirrel. Uh-oh, it's snowing on the squirrel. Do you hear that? I wonder what it is. What animal is that? It's a rat. A little white rat. That rat is white and gray. That rat's in a shopping cart. Silly rat. What is that? I wonder what's in there. What animal is that? It's a goose. Those geese are noisy. I see a goose. There's a white one. Do you hear that squeaking? What animal is that? It's a guinea pig. A guinea pig.
That guinea pig is eating grass. He's getting a bath. Guinea pigs like to eat. Good job finding all the animals with us today at Peekaboo Farm. We'll see you next time.
Peekaboo Ocean, animals and sounds for kids. Hi there and welcome to the ocean. Today we're going to learn about ocean animals. Have you seen any ocean animals? Did you hear that? Let's say Peekaboo, maybe he'll come out. 3, 2, 1. Peekaboo. What animal is that? It's an octopus. Octopuses have 8 bendy arms called tentacles, each covered in tiny suction cups. They can squirt a cloud of dark ink to hide from predators and can also change color and texture to match rocks or coral. Their soft bodies can squeeze through holes as small as a coin. Octopuses are super smart and can even unscrew jar lids to get food. Did you hear that? I think I hear another ocean animal. What animal is that? It's a whale. Whales are mammals, so they breathe air even though they live in the ocean. They take a big breath through their blowhole and dive down deep. Whales like to sing long, beautiful songs which can travel for miles underwater. Their songs help them communicate and find each other. A blue whale is one of the largest animals. They can be bigger than a school bus. While some whales eat fish, others have baleen plates instead of teeth, which they use to filter tiny shrimp called krill. Whale babies are called calves. I think there's something behind the seaweed. I wonder what it is. What animal is that? It's a dolphin. Dolphins love company and swim in family groups called pods. They talk in clicks, squeaks, and whistles, and they can hear echoes which help them find fish. A dolphin's curved mouth makes it look like they're always smiling. They can leap high out of the water, sometimes doing flips just for fun. Dolphins are very smart and often help their friends and neighbors. Instead of gills, dolphins have a blowhole on top of their heads, which they use to take quick breaths. They breathe air even though they live underwater. There must be an animal around here somewhere. Let's say Peekaboo, maybe he'll come out. What animal is that? It's a walrus. Walruses have long, heavy ivory tusks, which they use to help them move on the ice. Its whiskers are super sensitive and help feel clams along the ocean floor. Walruses have a thick layer of blubber to help them stay warm in the icy winters. They're very heavy and can weigh as much as a small car. That's over 3,000 pounds. Walruses love to sunbathe in big piles. When walruses get warm, their skin turns pink.
like a built-in thermometer.
I'm hearing a lot of splashing around here. What animal is that? It's a clownfish.
Clownfish are bright orange with white stripes, so they're easy to spot. Clownfish live safely among the stinging sea anemones with a special protective slime. Did you know all clownfish are born male, but some change into females as they grow? Clownfish can talk by making special clicking and popping sounds with their mouths. Baby clownfish are called fry and start as tiny dots drifting among the sea.
Do you hear that rustle on the island? I wonder if it's an animal. What animal is that? It's a seagull.
Did you know seagulls can drink salty ocean water? They have a special gland that removes the salt, making it safe to drink. Seagulls glide on sea breezes, barely flapping their wings. Seagulls are very smart and can crack open tough shells by dropping them onto the rocks from high above. Seagulls have a very loud, distinctive squawk that you can hear all along the beach. Seagulls are clever scavengers and will snatch leftovers from picnics or fishing boats. Some species migrate, flying thousands of miles between their summer and winter homes.
I think there's something here. Maybe if we say peekaboo, he'll come out. 3, 2, 1. Ready? Peekaboo. What animal is that? It's a sea turtle.
Sea turtles are ancient reptiles that live most of their lives in the ocean. Females crawl onto sandy beaches to lay their eggs, then return to the sea. Hatchlings dig out of their nest at night and dash toward the moonlit waves. Their front flippers act like powerful paddles for long-distance swimming. Sea turtles can hold their breath for hours underwater when they're resting. Some species travel for over 1,000 miles on ocean currents to find their food.
I think there's a big animal in there. I wonder what it is. What animal is that? It's a shark.
Sharks are fish with skeletons that are made of cartilage. Cartilage is the bendy stuff that's in your ear. That makes them very flexible. Sharks have several rows of replaceable teeth, so that way when they lose a tooth, they can quickly replace it with a new one. A shark's skin is very rough. It feels like sandpaper because it's covered in tiny, tooth-like scales. Many sharks can smell a single drop of blood from miles away, making them great hunters. But not all sharks are fierce hunters. The largest shark in the world is the whale shark, and he eats tiny plankton. Sharks have roamed Earth's oceans for over 400 million years. That's even before the dinosaurs. Wild animal vocabulary for kids and robots. Oh no, we lost our way back home. I wonder if there's anyone who can help. Look, there's something in this bush. I wonder if it's a wild animal. Let's ask him for help. What animal is that? It's a lion. A lion. We found a lion. Lion didn't know where my house was. Maybe we can find more animals to ask. Look, there's another wild animal. I wonder what it is. What animal is that? An elephant. An elephant. An elephant. A mama elephant and a baby elephant. I wonder what animal is in there. What animal is that? It's a rhino. A rhino. A mama rhino and a baby rhino. We've got lots of animals. I wonder what's next. What animal is that? A giraffe. A giraffe. A giraffe has a long neck. A giraffe. Look, there's another animal. It's in the bushes. What animal is that? A butterfly. An orange butterfly. A butterfly. I wonder what's making all that ruckus. Come on out. What animal is that? A monkey. A monkey. A monkey. Shh, there's an animal in there. What animal is that? A gorilla. A gorilla. A gorilla. We still haven't found our way back home. I don't remember this waterfall. Let's find more animals. What animal is that? An ostrich. An ostrich. An ostrich is a big bird. They lay big eggs. There's something in there. What animal is that? A crocodile. A crocodile. Look, a crocodile. Let's run away from the crocodile. I'm sure my house must be this way. There's another animal. Let's ask for directions. What animal is that? A hedgehog. A hedgehog. A hedgehog. I think we're getting closer to home. Let's see what animal is next. What animal is that? A snake. A snake. A snake. The snake says it's just over here. Let's keep looking for my house. There's an animal over here. Come out wherever you are. What animal is that? An iguana. An iguana. An iguana is a type of lizard. It's a big lizard. The iguana says we're getting closer. What animal is that? A cheetah. A cheetah. A cheetah. The cheetah says we have to go over the river. Look, there's something in there. I wonder what it is. What animal is that? A fox. A fox. A fox. There's another animal. Look. What animal is that? It's an owl. An owl. An owl is a type of bird. An owl. This looks familiar. I'm almost home. The puzzle pieces are all coming together. Let's ask this animal for help. What animal is that? A bear. A bear. A bear. There's something making noise in that bush. What animal is that? It's a frog. A frog. A frog. The frog says we have to keep going. What animal is that? A wolf. A wolf. A wolf. I remember this lake. This lake is near my house. We're almost there. Let's ask this animal for help. What animal is that? A turtle. Turtle. A turtle. There's something over there. What animal is that? A tiger. A tiger. A tiger. There it is! Thanks to all my animal friends and you, we did it! And look, they all came home with me! Thanks everybody! We'll see you next time!